Hey everybody, what's up? It's Jack with Geo's Passion and TampaLuxHomes.com. As I stated in the first video, I'm a real estate agent and an investor in Tampa, Florida. All right, so the first video I went over a couple of things about haters and stuff like that. So this video, I'm going to talk about other things. So in the last video, I spoke about other agents and the competition you have with them, and how no matter what, you should still hustle. Don't worry about what anybody says, because if they're talking about you, that means you're out there. That means they're jealous of you. That means that they want to be like you. All right. So now I'm going to get into a little bit about the affiliated partners, like mortgage brokers, title companies, and things like that. So one thing that pisses me off is mortgage brokers, okay? They're the nicest people to deal with, but they're also looking for business. They make their business off of you, or they make their business off of other people who apply for a mortgage online, etc., etc. So what irks me the most is these mortgage brokers that you'll get them a couple of deals, okay? And you want a reciprocation. So hey, I got you a couple of deals. How about hooking me up? If things are a little slow, or if right now, you don't have anything in the pipeline, get me a deal. All right, I made you some money. So, one hand washes the other. But no. So my experience has been, and again, this is only my experience, and that's why I'm explaining this video to you guys and gals who want to be real estate agents. My experience is that I've given several mortgage brokers business, closed deals. I got my commission, they got their commission, okay? And before COVID, things started slowing down a little bit there. All of a sudden, I'm sitting back, I'm reaching out, hey, you guys got anything coming down the pipe? I'm a little slow this month. You got anything to hook me up with? I'm a little slow this month. Okay, or maybe, I didn't go to certain meetings or certain events and hand out my business card and things like that. So I'm a little slow this month. You got anything for me? Crickets. No. Crickets. And then, of course, because they want to make money also, once you stop bringing them business, all of a sudden, they'll move on to the next thing. So you sit back and you go, well, shit, why am I helping you make money when you're not reciprocating and helping me? You understand? I gave you a couple of deals and you're not giving me anything. So, you sit back and it's like, that's bullshit. This is supposed to be, wash, one hand washes the other. You help me, I help you. It's all about business, you understand? So why the hell am I helping you make money, from my clients by getting a mortgage and stuff like that with you and your company when you don't give a damn and you're not helping me out? So some people might say, oh, that's bullshit. We don't have, that many clients and we don't have, anything for you because every application has a realtor attached. That's bullshit. I personally know that not every application has a realtor attached to it, okay? So if that application doesn't have a realtor attached to it, how about you hooking up a brother, okay? Or, again, maybe I'm not pretty enough. Or maybe I'm not that loud enough. You understand? So, of course, realtors have their favorites and mortgage brokers have their favorites. All right? So what happens? So now I move on to another mortgage broker, all right? And I give them business. Give them a couple of deals. All right? And same shit. They move on to somebody else. So, as a new real estate agent, that's another thing you got to look at. You got to find somebody who is not only great at what they do in real estate, but who's also going to give you deals the same way you give them deals. And I'm not saying deal for deal. I'm saying if you give them 3 deals, the next deal, the 4th deal, they should be giving to you, okay? With interest rates so low, you know there's a lot of people applying for loans. There's a lot of people applying for loans without realtors, you know, who are just applying to see what they qualify for so that they can get a house. All right. So yeah, those people, hook a brother up, hook a sister up. You understand? But don't be that mortgage broker that you're getting business from us and all of a sudden you just move on to the next one because you're done with us. No, that's bullshit. All right. So as a new real estate agent, you got to deal with that also. So you got to deal with the business. You got to deal with the competition. You've got to deal with other realtors. You've got to deal with the mortgage brokers. Now, this is the one that makes me laugh, okay? Because I learned this one. It took me 3 years to figure this one out. And that's why I'm giving this to you straight up now. The company you're going to work for. It's nice to say, hey, I work for Douglas Elliman. All right? I'm licensed in New York. Or hey, I work for Douglas Elliman. I'm licensed in Miami. All right? But it's not cool to say I work for Joe Schmo real estate office in Tampa. What you need to realize is that the office doesn't make the agent. The agent makes the agent. Okay? So just because you're with Keller Williams or with Remax or with Douglas Elliman or with who else is out there? I don't even know anymore. That doesn't make you a great real estate agent. Okay? What makes you a great real estate agent is the ability to get up, hustle, do what you got to do, and make that money and serve your clients. Okay? Because at the end of the day, it's about servicing your clients. So, if you work for Joe Schmo Real Estate Agency, okay, and you're getting, you know, your splits, your commissions, and you got to pay in, then that's where you start looking at other deals. I'll give you an example, a personal example of mine. Sorry about the video. When I first started, I started with a company called Exit Realty. Exit Realty, nice, 85% split, no monthly cost. Then, as the rookie agent, you know, I think I made 1 deal when I was with Exit. And Exit's the type of company that, you know, you got to go out there, hustle, and it's better for those agents who are already seasoned. And again, this is my opinion. Those agents who are already seasoned, who know how to work, you know, social media, work the clientele, get that business. So that's the type of people, you know, Exit has, which is great. All right. They also have a recruitment program. You bring somebody in, you get up to $10,000 of a bonus, you know, off of their sales, but it doesn't come out of their pocket. It doesn't come out of the broker's pocket. I believe it comes out of the company itself. All right. So you got that. Then I ended up going to the parent, and I call it the parent of Exit, because Exit Realty came out of Remax. The owner, founder, whatever of Exit Realty used to work for Remax in Canada. To all my Canadians. What ends up happening is, the way the story goes is, client wanted to see a house. They said, no, we don't work on weekends. And the guy goes, how can you not work on weekends? You're in real estate. Opened up his own shop in Canada under Exit Realty. And then it went throughout the United States. So, you know, that's a good thing. So I worked for Exit, and then I went to Remax because I got sold on the whole Remax experience. Now, I will tell you, for those of you who don't know what Remax is about, they're humongous. You see the commercials on TV. You know, they have a big network, and the network is the one thing that's the best about Remax. Remax has a program where, you know, you go onto the network page and you can post referrals. So what ended up happening is some of my clients that I got with Remax were referrals from out of state. So I received a referral from New Jersey, on a beautiful $500,000 house. You know, and on referrals, you usually give a percentage to the referring agent. So on this case, it was 25%. So I gave 25% of my commission to that referring agent. So that's not bad because that's a deal that you didn't expect and you weren't, you know, you didn't have. The only issue that I had with RE/MAX was the cost to be a realtor with RE/MAX. So remember, I went from a split of 85-15 at exit to a split of 70-30 with RE/MAX. So you would go, why the hell would you do that? The numbers don't make sense, stupid. And yeah, the numbers don't make sense afterwards. But in the beginning, they do. And the reason why they do is because all of a sudden you have this big network, you have referrals and things like that. That's a home run. So you got more business. All right. So because you have more business, you're making more money. Even though you're giving away more money, you're still making more money. So what ended up happening is their monthly fee was $350. So even if you weren't making a sale, you still had to pay $350 to the office that you worked at just to be a RE/MAX agent. Then I believe the annual membership was $400 on top of the other stuff. So now you're looking at $400 for annual for that, almost $1,000 for your local association and the MLS. So right there alone, you're looking at $1,400 plus $350 each month for the office that you work at. And each office is independently owned and they dictate the numbers. The office that I joined was in a hot part of Tampa, you know, one of the higher end sections of Tampa. So of course it's going to require, you know, it's going to ask for those $350 a month, and many agents pay for it. So what got me was one day when I got my 1099. For those of you who don't know what a 1099 is, if you're an independent contractor, realtor, things like that, you have your own insurance company, you get a 1099. And what a 1099 states is IRS form 1099, where it shows you how much you made that year. Because what happens is you have to pay taxes. As an independent contractor, as a 1099, they don't take taxes out. All right? And all this information you can confirm with your accountant, because I'm not an accountant. I'm just giving you my personal experience. All right? I'm not giving you tax account advice or anything like that. Legal disclaimer. You know, reach out to an accountant, a CPA, somebody in your state who can help you out further. So, but based on my experience, I received a 1099. The year I received that 1099, I remember going into shock because I figured all the money that I had lost based on just, you know, working for that company. When I received that 1099, I was like, what the hell is this? So I lost that year, I believe it was, and when I mean loss, I mean I gave away to the company. It was like $11,000. So all of a sudden, I'm giving $11,000 to that. You're paying your professional membership, you're paying your association, you're paying your MLS, you're paying $350 a month, you're paying all this money out. And if you don't make a deal, you're still paying that money out. Okay? So what happens? So a lot of times, you have realtors end up quitting. Because if they jump into this full time, they're not going to have money in the beginning unless they have a big network. And if they don't have a big network, they quit. So now they spend all this money, they end up quitting, and then at the end of the day, what happens? Now they got to go back to a full-time job. You know, they quit, they have no motivation or anything like that. So it's rough when you're first becoming a realtor because you have to spend money. Okay? You have to spend money. And then not only that, you spend money on business cards, flyers, other things like that, you know, merchandise equipment, I used to do, before coronavirus, there was events in communities. So I used to set up a table. I used to set up a 10 by 10 overhead tent because the sun's a killer here in Florida. And I used to attend those events, give out my business card, you know, give out other information and stuff like that. And that's how you get your deals. But even that costs money, you understand? So I think the last one I went to was like $50 just to set up a tent, a 10 by 10 tent. And the area you were in is pretty much where the tent was at. So, you know, it's nothing big and it's outdoors. You bring your own water and, you know, and it's an event with a lot of people. So, you know, your exposure is high. So once I saw that from RE/MAX, I go, there's got to be a better way. So there's two companies in the Tampa Bay area that I was interested in. Agents, you know, reached out to me saying, hey, you know what, I think you'd be good for this company, and why don't you check this out? So I'm gonna name the one I'm with now. I'm not gonna name the company that I didn't pick, but the company I selected and that I'm currently working for is called Charles Rutenberg Realty. So a little background of Charles Rutenberg Realty. As you guys know, I'm from New York. Charles Rutenberg Realty actually started in Long Island. Gentleman, man, I want to say his last name was Goldberg, but he was the founder of Charles Rutenberg Realty. And then Charles Rutenberg Realty expanded throughout New York and also in Florida. So in Florida, there used to be an office in Fort Lauderdale. And last year or the year before, that office was bought out by a bigger real estate company. So, you know, that's what happens. If you're good, you know, a bigger company is going to buy you just because, you know, you're making money. They want to make more money than what they're already making. So recently, Charles Rutenberg Realty opened up in Orlando, which is great. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people that I know that come down from New York, they don't know what Land O'Lakes is, Wesley Chapel, Zephyr Hills. You know, they don't know what Waimama or Brandon or Riverview is, but they know Orlando. Why? Because they went on vacation with their family to Disney World pre-coronavirus and they like the area. So, you know, it's a home run. It's great to have that there. So what ends up happening is a lot of people, they, you know, want to move down to Florida, they want to move to Orlando. So the fact that Charles Rutenberg has an office there is great. Now getting back to the fees. Charles Rutenberg is 100% commission. And when I mean 100% commission, there are some caveats, of course. But what happens is they have a $250 transaction fee if it's a regular deal, or a $350 transaction fee if it's your deal. And what I mean your deal is like me as a realtor for Charles Rutenberg. If I buy my own property, I got to pay them $350 transaction fee and I keep the rest. So if you sit back and you look at it, say your commission is $10,250, right? You're going to make $10,000 because they'll take the $250. Not take, but you know, it's a transaction fee. Each month, I only pay $35 a month. So at the end of the day, you sit back and you go, well, that's way better because you're not paying that much money and more money goes to you. Exactly. And there's training and there's stuff like that for new agents. So sometimes, you know, agents come up to me and go, hey, I'm with Keller Williams. And they take out a whole bunch of, you know, money from me. Why are you at RE/MAX? I mean, why are you at Charles Rutenberg? And I'll tell them the story. I met a realtor that I did a deal with while I was with RE/MAX. She was with Charles Rutenberg, and we sat down, we talked about it. And the money made sense. The money made sense. So at the end of the day, not only dealing with the fees, the association, the jealousy, the mortgage brokers, title companies, and things like that, you also got to sit back and think about your bottom line, because 20% of the industry makes 80% of the money. Again, 20% of the industry makes 80% of the money. And for you to look there and realize that, it might be a wake-up call for you. So this might not be for everybody. But if this is for you, you got to do it, and you got to do it right. All right, I'm gonna have a closing part 3, and I'm gonna tell you just a little bit more, and hopefully I can help you with your decision on whether you're gonna become a realtor, or if you decided after my videos, yeah, I don't think so. But what I do want you to do is I want you to like this video and subscribe and hit the notification button. That way it can help my YouTube algorithm, and this video can go out to more people who are interested in going into real estate. All right, so give me a few more, and we'll be back with part 3.